What's going on, guys? Troy at Mountain Man Treasure here, and one more what's sold before I head off to Vegas.
Mountain Man
Treasures.
Welcome into the channel, guys. My name is Troy. I'm a part-time reseller based out of Montana, and I'm going on vacation. Going on a celebration. I don't know what it is, but we're getting away. We're going to Las Vegas. It was our 20th anniversary here just a little bit ago, and so we waited till school was out, and now it's time to get away. So we're going to have fun in Las Vegas for a few days. As you watch this, we're actually flying out this morning, the day that this is dropping. So I wanted to go ahead and get you one more video before we blew town. And if you missed the last video, eBay is paying for this little excursion. So if you want to be able to do stuff like this, if you want to pay off student loans, medical bills, credit card debt, whatever it is, eBay is a great way to do that, guys. It's fantastic. And I want to take it, this is not going to be a super long video, but wanted to take a look at what sold over the last couple of days. But before we jump into that, I do want to mention the garage sale bracket. Did it have a name, Josh? Jimmy? I don't know if we actually ever named it, but over on Flips Finds Fun, they put together a bracket challenge of different YouTube resellers, and we went head to head with our best find of the week, and I managed to run through John, the Cincinnati Picker. Then we took down Shad Juice, I think, was second round, and then Froggy Flips, or vice versa. I don't know. Those might have been in different order, but took down all three of those to make it to the championship round. And last night, took down the homeschooling picker, Kayla, for the title belt. That was awesome. Some of you guys showed up and helped me out in that one, so thank you so much. It was close. Kayla is fantastic. I was thrilled to be able to beat her. She had a really good item as well, and it was just a lot of fun. So Jimmy, Josh, thanks for thinking of me. Thanks for inviting me and drafting me. Jimmy drafted me onto his team, so fantastic just to be chosen, quite honestly, but then to run through it and win was neat. And I told Josh today, I'm going to buy my own trophy. I'm going to go out and find a trophy at a garage sale. I think it's going to be fun, and I'm going to turn that for them because I think this is something that's going to come back, and I want to turn that into a traveling trophy. And whoever wins the next round, in the next tournament, gets that trophy. I'll mail it off to them, and then they get to mail it off to the next person. I think it'll be fun. Thanks to everybody that supported me in that thing and who subscribed to Josh. He gained a lot of followers in the last little bit and bumped up over 1,000. And so they're monetized now, which is awesome, deserves it. Fantastic guy, him, Brittany. So thank you for helping us out with that. So that out of the way, let's jump into the what solds. And the first one, check this out. It's Scooby-Doo Mystery Incorporated. This is season 2, volume 2, I think. And I mentioned the retail arbitrage in the last video where I picked up that Kong. Guess what? I picked up a bunch of Scooby-Doo as well. These will sell for a little bit more. It's going to take a little time, but I thought, you know what? I'm okay with that. It's quantity listing. I think I have 5 of these, something like that. Well, I got 4 now because this sold for $15.57 plus shipping. Paid $5 for it. So a $10 flip. That's pretty solid. I'm happy with that. Then we sold a couple of t-shirts from that bulk t-shirt buy. The Lillingtons Death by Television. This one sold for $26.12, and then the same buyer also purchased one from the Misfits. This is Die, my darling. Both of these very rare shirts. Mine was the only one, in fact, listed. So I could kind of price up a little bit, especially the Misfits. Could price a little bit higher on that one. So really nice sale, especially because one buyer bought 2 of them. I combined shipping. Obviously, that pushed it over first class, but I just put it in a padded flat rate, and we made a couple extra bucks on shipping as well. Then I sold another retail arbitrage item, but this one is one that I've had for 2 years. I don't know. I've had it for a long time. The Fugler. I don't even remember what I paid for this thing, $3 or $4. I didn't pay much for it. And it did finally sell for $16.38 plus shipping. This is one that you're going to see coming up, and it was pretty funny because the lady says, I tried to put that on Amazon, and I couldn't get anybody to buy it. I got somebody to buy it on eBay in like 2 days. Like, this thing is a 4G network extender. I paid $50 for it, but the sell-through rate on these things is ridiculous. And so I didn't even really haggle with her. It certainly was worth $50 because I turned that thing around and sold it. I listed it, I think, on Sunday, and it sold in a couple of days. I took an offer of $130. Now, if I would have held out, eventually I think I could have got about 140 to 150. But you know what? I'm fine with flipping that thing and making the quick money. So $130 plus shipping, that was a good quick flip. And then I sold something else that I picked up this past weekend. This Hallmark ornament. I've done well with some Hallmark ornaments. Just like anything else, you got to get the right ones. But some of them are collectible. Some of them sell well. And this is a series of different houses. And this one is from 2020. And it sold for $31.82 plus shipping. I bought it in a pile of stuff. I think I got 5 ornaments and several other things for 15 bucks. So I don't know exactly how much I'm into this thing, but it puts us into the profit for the entire sale. Pretty good. And it's nowhere near Christmas. Christmas sells all year round if you find the right stuff. Then I took an offer on this steel hat. Actually, they sent an offer of $7. I had it listed for about 10. I came back, or they sent 6, I think. I came back at 8, and they took it. So $8 plus shipping for this hat. That all profit. And then I sold something else that I've been hanging on to for a while. This vintage Notre Dame windbreaker pullover. It was really cool, but it was not a great size, and it had some stains on the sleeve, on the cuff. And so I had it priced pretty low, and ended up taking an offer of $15 plus let's try that one again. International shipping. I need some sleep. International shipping to Chile. So I think that's the first one. I think I can check them off the list now. And then the next thing that we sold came from a lot of stuff that I picked up from Brian over at Mr. Buys A Lot. He runs an auction on YouTube Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursdays. And I'm like stopping in time to time and picking up stuff. And these are really cool. Well, look right here. This is the first one. And what this is, old cigarettes. They used to put sometimes trading cards. Sometimes these actually are on silk. And this is from Old Mill cigarettes. And this thing dates to like 1910, 1920. It's an antique. It's really cool. I love having stuff that's officially an antique. Every now and again, I pick up old books, stuff like that, just to have them. Now these, I ended up paying up for these. I got a whole binder full of these little silk cards. I ended up having to pay up because I had to win the auction. So I paid $170 shipped for these things, which is quite a lot, right? But they're unique. There are not a lot of these listed on eBay. There's a handful, but not a ton. I have more than what are listed on eBay right now. I didn't end up, at the price we ended up getting them at, this is not something I'm going to make a ton of money on. It's just not. I mean, I have 100 of them in there. Some of them are, they had different themes. Sometimes they put athletes on there, sometimes colleges, sometimes, it was all sorts of different themes. Some of the ones I got are different countries' flags. Now, the flags don't tend to sell very well. I mean, they'll sell now and again. I'm probably going to lot them up and let them go in a lot, and we'll get a few bucks off of them, not much. But the ones that interested me were the animals, and you saw there, I'll put it up again. This one is a bird. This one is a robin, and really, really cool colors. They're about 3x2 ballpark. I mean, some of them are different sizes, but 3 inches by 2 inches, just little square cards. And so this is going to appeal to collectors of tobacco type stuff, because there's those folks that collect that. Appeal to somebody that just likes birds, somebody that just likes old decorative stuff. I mean, this kind of weaves its way into several different areas, and I'm pricing them to move. $9.98 free shipping on pretty much all of them. One, because that will churn them out a little bit faster. And two, because I can sell similar. And this is why I picked these things up. And this is something for you to think about as well. In order to keep your store active, it's good to keep listing things, right? Well, I'm doing this part-time. I don't always have a ton of time to list, especially in the next few days. I'm going to be on vacation. I don't want to spend my time in Vegas sitting in the room listing stuff. I just don't. And I could take a bunch of pictures and then, or start and make drafts. I haven't had time to do that. And so I bought these specifically so that I could list while I'm in Las Vegas. And why? Because they take about, I actually timed myself, they take about 90 seconds. It takes longer to get them out and back in of the little protective sleeves than to list them, almost. It's a faraway shot, a close-up shot, and a picture of the back. That's it. 3 photos. I can sell similar. All I have to do is potentially change a word or two in the title and add the 3 pictures, and then I list. Leave everything else the same. So I can list these really, really quickly. So I can take the binder with me. It's going to go in my backpack, and I can list 10 of these in the morning before we go out to breakfast in no time at all, and keep my store active while I'm on vacation mode, because sometimes you go on vacation mode and it slows down your store. So I want to keep listing even though I'm on vacation mode, but I didn't want to spend a lot of time doing it. This is going to let me do that. So I'm not going to make a ton of money off of these, but I'm hoping that they help me continue to make money on the other stuff, if that makes sense. So that first one, it did sell for $9.98. Free shipping. It was only listed for like a day. I've just started listing these things. So we should, I hope, at least get our money back off of them. I did actually sell another one to that same buyer next day. Today, I sold a butterfly. This also an old mill brand. And it, again, of course, went for $9.98 free shipping. But they bought 2 of them, right? So $20 free shipping. Much better, right? Because they don't weigh anything. So I'm still only paying $3 to ship this thing out, and I'm making pretty decent money. So that's the other hope, is that maybe somebody finds these that likes 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 of them. That would be a good thing. Then we're going to make some real money on them if we get that to happen. So you'll start seeing those probably in my what solds here and there, as these little silk cards. Then I also sold something off of the Buffy sale, 2 of the hardcover books. Instead of selling them separately, I put them together. This is Supreme Power Volume 1 and 2. I sent out an offer of, I don't know, it was around $70 or something, and they countered at $60 plus shipping. I thought, yeah, why not? In the idea of just churning stuff out, 60 is fine. I paid less than $3 a book. So $60 plus shipping for these. It's pretty good. Then I sold a Pyrex measuring cup. This is a 2-cup and a vintage Pyrex, and it's going to Japan. $34.99 plus international shipping to Japan. Then we sold an old PC game. This is Zuma. It's like some kind of puzzle game. I don't know. It's disc only. And people seem to like this thing. When I picked it up, I comped it. It comped well. So $19.09 free shipping on that. And guess what? We sold another McDonald's Happy Meal toy. I've got one left. We'll see. $4.98 plus shipping for this Beanie Boo from McDonald's. And then Disney cars. Disney car stuff sells pretty well, guys. This from the pre-garage sale that I went to with Aaron. This is the Shake and Go car. It's the Hudson Hornet. This is a pretty good one. $18.77 plus shipping. We paid $10 for that box. And I got like 6 or 8 cars in this thing. So we're going to make pretty good money off of that pickup. Trail of the Catwoman. This from the Buffy sale. This sold for $34.99 plus shipping, and it went out to a viewer of the channel, friend of the show, Allie, picked this up, and you know what? She didn't stop there. She also picked up this really cool art print of Jeff Goldblum, signed by the artist, $13.99 of free shipping, and then you got Jeff Goldblum lounging. Why not pair it with Elvira lounging? This also from the Buffy sale. This is a really cool sign, $23.54 plus shipping. Allie, thanks so much. I mean, that is a cool trio of stuff. I appreciate you coming in and supporting the channel. I always love when you come in and look around at my stuff. And then we actually got one more sale here this afternoon before I cut this thing off and slap this thing together for you. And guess what? It's another one of those silk cards. This one from a different brand. This is Zira cigarettes. It's a passenger pigeon. So this one went out for $9.98 free shipping. I've got about 3 dozen of these little silk cards listed on the store right now, and I've got more. There's more butterflies to list, and then there's some dogs as well. So, you know, there's some cool stuff. I think the dogs will do well. I might end up pricing those a little bit higher even. I don't have as many of those, but I might be able to price those a little higher. We'll see. I haven't researched into it yet. So that's what sold over the last about 48 hours or so out of my eBay store. Not a ton, but you know, I'm happy with it. Some really, really good sales in there. We got a viewer sale from Allie. You know, I'm really happy with what we're doing. Now, like I said, we'll see what happens with the store on vacation mode. You never know how badly that is going to impact things. I'll let you know when we get back. And so if there's a lull in videos, it's just because we're out having fun, and we will get back. I'll show you some of the stuff that we did. Definitely going to take the GoPro down there, and I don't think we're going to do any thrifting down there. So reseller content wise, there's not going to be much, but there's going to be some cool content from Las Vegas, I hope, because it's just a fantastic place. And so there's going to be a lot of cool stuff to look at, and hopefully we can bring some of that to you as well. I appreciate you hanging out with me, guys. I don't know how long it is before we're going to see you again, but we'll see you when we do.